roaring engines, screeching tyres, and plenty of hot, smoking action. This is the world of Gymkhana Grid. Competitors negotiate a course with a number of challenges in the fastest time possible. The man behind the series is 47-year-old American rally driver Ken Block. We met up with Ken at the year's end of season finale, which took place recently at the Santa Pod Raceway in Bedfordshire, England.
Being back here at Santa Pod is quite cool. You know, we spent 2 years over in Spain doing Gymkhana Grid final. It's great to be back. I enjoyed the events in Spain. The Spanish fans are very enthusiastic, but I've always enjoyed coming to the UK and interacting with all the fans here. Very, very, very knowledgeable, very enthusiastic, and some of the most courteous fans in the entire world.
The season finale always attracts special guest drivers. Taking part at Santa Pod this year was Nicholas Hamilton, the younger brother of newly crowned F1 champ Lewis.
I was born with spastic diplegia, which is a form of cerebral palsy. I was born two months early, basically not breathing when I came out, and the doctors told me I'd never be able to walk. So just quickly, just growing up as a disabled child is always difficult.
23-year-old Nicholas can usually be seen competing in the British Touring Car Championship. He races in a specially modified car due to his cerebral palsy.
I was very fortunate after getting the opportunity to try and drive in a road car to potentially race. And you know, after a lot of hard work, blood, sweat and tears with my condition and trying to overcome that as much as I could, from being in a wheelchair for 5 years to now walking unaided and racing against able-bodied people. It's been quite a journey.
Amongst the many high-powered vehicles on show, there was one car that stood out above all others: Ken Block's Unicorn. It's a heavily modified 1965 Ford Mustang. Block and his team spent 2 years working on it, ditching the standard engine and rear-wheel drive layout and replacing it with a 410 cubic inch Roush Yates V8 engine.
So it's 850 horsepower, but all-wheel drive. So it's the only performance all-wheel drive Mustang in the entire world. And I own it, and I get to play with it.
Shane Lynch, who used to be in the Irish pop band Boyzone, was another famous face on show at Santa Pod. The 39-year-old helped to draw large crowds to the autograph tent.
Over the years of being involved in Gymkhana, if you look at what Ken has been doing and taking it around the world, he has done absolutely awesome stuff for this sport. The videos he makes, the viral stuff he puts out, the cars that he builds, they're just incredible stuff. There's no end to the money that he's throwing at it, and it shows in the result. When you come here to see this event, it's just packed full of people, it's packed full of excitement. He brings the excitement, he brings the noise, he brings the equipment, and it's awesome.
Gymkhana Grid, with its mix of precision driving and speed, while containing elements of drifting and rallying, provides a high-octane spectacle which is growing in popularity around the world. Adoring crowds are a familiar sight for Shane Lynch.
You know what, when it comes to me, Boyzone, comes to me, race cars, drift cars, I've got to split it right down the middle on a 50-50. Two amazing worlds. Growing up as a kid, you dream to be a pop star, you dream to be a race car driver. Guess what, I do them too. Thank you, Jesus.
A shunt during a practice run left Ken Block's mechanics working feverishly to repair the Unicorn. However, with a new generation of Gymkhana racers to keep up with, Block was soon back in action.
For me, the future of Gymkhana is really going to be written by the competitors. You know, I want to see those guys that come out and really support this kind of help us evolve it and, you know, get their feedback on how to make it better and what we could do to really grow it. I think in the long run, I need to have more time to be able to support it and organize it. But really, it's about the competitors that come out and try and make this the best that it can be.
After all the demos, it was finally time for the competition to get underway. Last year at the season finale, England's Luke Woodham emerged victorious in the rear-wheel drive category, and once again he proved to be the man to beat here. Woodham reached the final, where he was up against his compatriot Danny Cross. There was to be no upset though, as the class and consistency of Woodham shone through. In the powerful all-wheel drive category, Lewis Jones made a costly mistake which allowed Ukraine's Dmitry Shripny to ease to victory.
Noses into the tire barrel.
And there was more action to come, with the winners from each class taking on Ryan Turk in his souped-up Mark II Escort, and the Grand Master of Gymkhana himself, Ken Block. The supreme car control of drifting's Ryan Turk allowed him to get the better of Rallycross's Luke Woodham in the battle of the rear-wheel drives. Ken Block flew out of the traps in his Unicorn, but Dmitry Shripny in his 470 horsepower Subaru Impreza went on to get the better of Block on this occasion. Shripny upset the odds to defeat Block and remain unbeaten in this year's competition. The Ukrainian earned himself a cool $5 grand in the process.